Hi, Tori. This is Dr. Sen giving you feedback for your informative speech. So, this is what I will tell you is I hope you've received my email in regards to your informative speech. You mentioned that you sent me an email, and I did receive your email regarding your difficulty in getting an online audience. So, this is what I will say. This is what I will say that this is a compliance issue, as you know. You said that you had some challenges in getting an online audience. You at the right time, and then when you started recording with an audience, I guess it didn't show up in your recording. Uh, this is what I will say. This is not a rule imposed by me. This is a rule imposed by Illinois Articulation Initiative Act. This is a compliance issue. It's a state mandate. Every student who does his or her speech has to have a component of audience, and it has to be done in a certain way. So if you're doing it online, if you're choosing to do with an online audience, you get two takes, right? So like at least two speeches you can have an online audience, but there's at least one speech that needs to be done with a face-to-face audience, which you have already done. So with an online audience, you got to do it via Zoom. You got to have those audience members in your gallery, either up on the screen or down below, and where you need to be pinned, you need to have the maximum real estate in terms of screen space. So there are certain things that we abide by. Again, this is a rule so that imposed by Illinois Articulation Initiative Act, so that it is only fair for all of you, because uh, uh, students who are taking this class online are have the same rules as students who are taking it face to face. So for a speech, you need to have a component of an audience, somebody who's listening to you. So that's the reason we have this, and I am not able to accept any speech without that. So even if you had an audience, if they didn't show up, that counts as a zero. So so this is, and I mentioned this to you via email. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you about it. Even though I have accepted your speech, your informative speech, and I will consider it for a grade. You need to know that you will be given one more chance to do this. Okay, so your counter argument speech and your refutation speech uh, is now subjected to IAI requirement because you didn't fulfill it here. You need to at least have three speeches of 5 minutes or more, so that those two speeches, which are about 3 minutes each, will count as your third speech. Okay, so make sure you work with the ones. If you are not able to understand how to do, how to pin yourself and how to get an online gallery and online gallery of audience. I have sent you all a video that should be good. If that is not helpful, please do get in touch with Wabonsi IT team. They can help you with it, or you can talk to Wabonsi Tutoring Center. They can also help you with it. There's enough of help and support. You just need to find the time to get in touch with them and get it done. So I know that all of you are navigating different things, and this is one more thing that you have to do. And I know that you're busy, but this is something that I've kind of kept mentioning from the beginning. Is that this is one of the things about our online class, which is just about half the time, as opposed to the 16-week course. It's an 8-week course, so you're trying to complete a lot of things in a short amount of time. So that's a challenge, right? And I understand that it's a big challenge. And with this challenge comes the IAI requirement, which was kind of, I told you guys from day one that this is going to be a challenge. So if you're up for the challenge, go ahead, dive into the class. So so just wanted to kind of talk to you about it. So now I'm going to go into the screen share and give you a rundown of what worked out in your speech. So here we go. I did see that you have excellent vocal variety here, excellent use of gestures, and I probably won't say movement, because had you gone back, you were very close to the screen. So remember, even though you're doing this in front of an online audience, try to go behind as much as possible. Remember the head to toe view. If you're watching a TED Talk, a TED Talk online, you just type into TED Talks and you're watching somebody, you see that typically most of the time you'll see the full like a full view of the person from a head to toe, from a side angle, front angle, but that's how it's covered. So your opportunity here is to give that same view to the audience, right? You got to, you don't come so close to the screen. And especially with your speech, like you had such a great topic, such great vocal variety, such great, you were shrieking, all of the drama. That would have really played out well if I did get to see you fully, like from a head to toe view. I would have also been able to see your movement. So that was compromised. Usual facial expression was great. Use of descriptive and engaging language was fantastic. So I really enjoyed that. Eye contact was there, and I saw that you showed me the note cuts and everything. But again, it would be helpful for me to judge your eye contact if you were you were doing this from a distance rather than being so close to the camera. All right. So that's another thing. I did see all of this flow of speech. As you can see, you did very well. Pace of the speech, flow like a conversation. There was effective use of silence in key places, repetition. I didn't hear any kind of any vocalized pauses that were distracting. There were a few, but it wasn't distracting at all. I didn't see. Interestingly, there was no visual aid, and I guess we had talked about the fact that you need visual aids. There was none. There was no visual aid, and I was wondering why. What happened with the visual aid? And in terms of time, you were on time. Hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions, Tori, please do email me, and please prepare yourself to do this. To be kind of prepare yourself to pin yourself, have an audience, online gallery, get the help, support that you need, practice it one more time, maybe a few more times, so that this doesn't happen and you're able to get the online audience in a gallery view. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. Thank you.